The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors, add a stripe of flavor.
Hello and welcome. It's the Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League and it's Friday, July 12. We're live from the Leela Robinson courts. Today's matchup will see the Manchester Spurs versus the Kingston Hummingbirds, and a critical game here for the Hummingbirds team. They need a win to stay alive. Very tight going here in the Red Stripe Flavors Elite League. We are down to just 3 games left in the preliminary round and we're still unsure of who the 4 semi-finalists are. My name is Sean Murdoch and I'm your commentator for today. I invite you to enjoy this coverage live on SportsMax and Scene TV YouTube channels. We're also live on the apps for both SportsMax and Scene TV. We're getting ready for the national anthem. We look at the starting lineup for the Manchester Spurs. They're starting with goal shooter Chantel Slater. Their goal attack is Giselle Allison. Wing attack is... Let's take a break for the anthem. Starting up here now for the Kingston Hummingbirds. At goal shooter, it's Simone Gordon. Goal attack today, it's Christina Sturridge. The wing attack is Tatiana Blackstock. The center is Teresa Beckford. Wing defense, Shayla Bishop. Their goal defense today is Cornelia Walters, and goalkeeper is Malisha Kelly. Coach of the Hummingbirds team, it's Nadia Hansen. Her assistant is Kerry Brown, and the manager is Roxanne Long. The coach of the Spurs team, it's Mr. Dalton Hines. The captain is Shanika Johnson, and their manager is Maureen Brown. All right, center pass now is going to the Hummingbirds to start. Again, it's a very crucial game for the Hummingbirds team. Early defensive setup here from the Spurs team. Spurs, of course, lost their first game earlier this week. Early goal for the Hummingbirds team. All right, both teams very defensive early. Taking a little while to get to the circle. And it's 1 goal apiece. A 2-on-1 for the against Simone Gordon. The goalkeeper is called out of play. This should be an easy goal for the Hummingbirds team. Yes, it is. Coach is asking early for the players to control. All right, so we're seeing some defensive pressure here from the Hummingbirds team. Punch through here. And the shooter is home alone and she scores that easily. Center pass to follow for the Hummingbirds team. Let's see what the defense will look like for this one. Easy. The very first center pass was much more challenging. I'm not sure. Defense seemed to just fall off momentarily. Veteran goal shooter is Chantel Slater for the Spurs team. Wing attack for the Spurs is Zonasha Hines. She was with the Rugby Sevens team for Jamaica that tried out for the Olympic, played in the Olympic qualifiers last month in Monaco. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful. So we have two former Sunshine girls marking each other, goalkeeper Malaisha Kelly and of course the goal shooter Chantel Slater, former Sunshine girls. Malaisha was a captain actually. Again, the Spurs lost their first game earlier this week. Sure, they're not going to be happy about that loss. They would have wanted to carry that momentum into the semi-finals and possibly the finals. But other teams will know that they can be beaten, and so it should give them some oomph. Good defensive pressure here from the Spurs team. Thought it was an unfortunate call though. Should be an easy shot here for the Spurs team. Giselle Allison takes that shot and she scores. So little or no defense on that center pass for the Spurs team. Hummingbirds just not providing the sustained defensive pressure that is required. Alright, good defensive pressure from the Spurs team just now. Shut down all the options available to the thrower, forced a step. That's a good fake pass. Fake pass does it most times, gets rid of the defender. Easy ball over. Should be a sitter here for Slater. It is. And so it's 7-4. Missed opportunity for the Spurs team. Oh, unfortunate. The Spurs team races down court. So it's a easy one there from Malaisha Killen's. Nice. Giselle Allison would have been in. I thought that would have been her shooting range. Should have gone for the shot. Kelly was all over that pass, and so the Hummingbirds come back through court. Easy transition. Pass needed some finesse. Easy shot there. It's now 8-4, 8 goals to 4. Timeout here being called by the Hummingbirds team. Needed timeout because they've allowed the Spurs to to double their score rather. And so a timeout being called. Seems to be a tactical timeout just to discuss it. So it's 8-4. It's a nice evening in Kingston.
And it's a technical timeout called by Kingston Hummingbirds.
Of course, the timeout rule being used here is specific to the tournament. It's not played in the regular netball. The only timeout that is given is for a substitution to be made within 30 seconds for this league. And some other leagues around the world, you'll see that teams are allowed to just have a break just to discuss what's happening on court. Obstruction call. Both players are standing out. Should be. It's an obstruction again. Defenders were all over that pass. Good win there from Kelly. Not the ideal position to be feeding from. Giselle Allison needed to have worked the ball to the top of the circle. That's the best place to feed from, like that, just now. It's exactly where the feeders need to be feeding from for it to be a safer pass. Well read by the goal defense. Obstruction call. Easy pickings for Simone Gordon. She scores. It's now 9-5, 9 goals to 5. The Spurs lead the Hummingbirds. Center pass for the Hummingbirds coming up. So a contact call. Should be an easy goal again here for the Hummingbirds team. Missed opportunity though. And the ball goes back through court for the Spurs team. That's a high risk. I thought that pass just asked a little bit much of Giselle Allison. Even if she had caught the ball, it would have more than likely would have had been a layup shot. Easy one finish there from Gordon. So they're back within 3, still in the first quarter. Of course, remember there is the power play period. It's the last 3 minutes of each quarter where players are able to score from 1, 2, and 3-point zones in the shooting circle. So the Hummingbird seems to have settled, and they're now going 7. So they're 9 goals to 7. And center pass to follow, so they could take the score back. They could come within 1 if they're able to score this one. Good defensive pressure. Center pass defense just now was very good for the Spurs team. Just not able to finish off with that pass to the shooter. And so the Spurs with possession. Good change of direction from the wing defense. Good rebound from Kelly. And the Hummingbirds team comes through court again. Good read from center, that's Teresa Beckford, but there was some body on body contact, and so a contact is called just outside. That pass takes Slater away from the post, but she makes a pop-up pass to Allison. And so it's now 10 goals to 7, so it's 10-7. We're approaching the power play period. This is the Powerade power play period. A little tongue twister. All right, so we're now in the Powerade power play period. No one trying the tours yet. Playing the traditional game. The scores are close. I should see some from Giselle Allison, though. She loves the long-range effort. So it's a contact call against the... Oh, it's going the other way. And so it should be an easy shot here for Slater. She scores. It's 12-7. Mishandled ball here from Giselle Allison. So a throw-in coming up for the Hummingbirds team. Let's see where the Spurs team, they're dropping into... Let's see, not really a zone. And so it's now 13-7. So remember the score was 9-7. The Hummingbirds just allowing the Spurs team to push the score out again. An obstruction call against the wing defense, so it's going to be Hummingbirds retaining possession of the ball. Easy ball over for Gordon. She's not interested in the post though. That's a brilliant intercept from Crystal Plummer, Sunshine Girl. And they going through court. A good pass over as well. This should be an easy one for Allison. So that's good play from Plummer. She started with the intercept and she made that last pass to the circle. That's a goal assist for Plummer. So it's end to end with Plummer. And an easy shot for Slater. So it's 15-7. the Hummingbirds team finding themselves in a spot of bother. Another gain possession for the Spurs team. Should be a contact call against the goal shooter, that's Simone Gordon for the Hummingbirds team. Close to the end of the quarter. Let's see if they're able to finish this one before the time expires. And that's the end of the quarter. So it's 15 goals to 7. The Manchester Spurs are on top of the Hummingbirds. 15 goals to 7 in this Friday evening encounter. Of course, today we have only one game in the Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League. Just one game today. The last 2 games of the preliminary run, those games will be on Sunday evening. So you should come out to see those games. So it's 15-7, the end of the first quarter. All right. Yep. So the 7, again, the scores are 7 to the Hummingbirds team, 15 to the Manchester Spurs. Of course, the teams started a little intense, but very quickly the intensity dropped. I thought the defensive pressure from both teams were not consistent. The teams playing defense, and then the next minute they're allowing the teams to transition through court quickly. So of course that's something that the coaches will be looking to get the teams to fix come the second quarter, just to increase the intensity on defense. It's too easy. The shooters have been pretty accurate. Not a lot of missed shots. For the most part, they're accurate in terms of getting those goals in. So it's just about the teams lifting their intensity. Both teams actually. It's just that the scores are heavily favored. The scores currently favors the Manchester Spurs.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes there enough. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bust. Lemon is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor. Big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes there enough. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bust. Lemon is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor.
The Mercury is rising in the FIH Pro League. Argentina leads the men's standings with host the Netherlands hot on their heels. These two switch things around in the women's competition, but the contest is just as fierce. Watch the league's final leg on Saturday, June 22 to the culmination of an exhilarating season on Sunday, June 30 on SportsMax 2 and SportsMax Plus on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Royal Ascot is our Olympics. It's 5 days of the best we can offer.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League live again on SportsMax and Scene TV YouTube channels, as well as the apps for both Scene TV and SportsMax. The score is 16-8. The Spurs team lead over the Hummingbirds team, so it's 16-8. In the first quarter, I'd asked for more intensity from the teams, some more defensive pressure. Let's see if the coaches would have addressed that in the timeout. So it's now 17-8 to the Spurs team. Center pass for the Hummingbirds coming up. Obstruction call against the wing defense. I thought that would have been the goal against the goal attack. Obstruction call against the center for the Manchester Spurs team. Let's see what happens. A lot of RJ Bargy in the shooting circle, but they've lost possession. And so it's a throw-in wing attack. Odisha Johnson just going out of bounds. Contesting there from Teresa Beckford. Good vision from Crystal Plummer. Obstruction call against Beckford. A good shot there from Giselle Allison. Of course, no 2-point attempt from either of the two teams as yet. Quick transition here from the Spurs team. Malasha Kelly was up to the task. Contact against the goal defense, Cornelia Walters. Easy shot here from for Chantal Slater, and it's now 19-8. 19-8. Let's see if the Hummingbirds can find something to come back in this one. Of course, a loss today for the Hummingbirds means the Sharps team would be team number 3 in the semifinals. So, of course, I'm sure the Sharps team will be watching with a keen eye. Of course, they would have already played their entire fixture. So, no more games for the Sharps in this preliminary round. They are watching from the stands or are here live on SportsMax and Scene TV's YouTube channel today. Center pass coming up here for the Hummingbirds team. Let's see what the Shanika Johnson had a look at that one, but she chose not to. Easy goal here for Simone Gordon. Easy pass over for Slater. Should be an easy shot as well. Yep, it is. 21-10. So it's 21-10. Center pass coming up for the Hummingbirds team. Center pass there taken by Kestina Sturridge. Throw in here. Let's see. All right, so that came off Beckford, unfortunately. Good play from Crystal Plummer. Giselle Allison on the ground. Orchids coming, sorry, the Hummingbirds team coming through court. (21-10). We've played just about 5 minutes in the second quarter. Easy ball over. That's an easy transition as well for the Spurs team. So again, I'm not seeing the defensive pressure at all. especially from the Hummingbirds team, seems to be a little low on energy today. And they score that one. So it's center pass to follow, center pass for the Spurs team. It's 22 to 10, 22 to 10. So 12 goals the difference. Misfeed there from Crystal Plummer, and the Hummingbirds comes through court. Nice pass here from Sturridge into Simone Gordon, of course. Again, Sturridge and Gordon would have played in 2017, the under 20, under 21, sorry, Netball World Cup. That would have been in Botswana. They would have been part of that Jamaican team. Alright, so just some loose passing from both teams. No one punching through. Well, they're not only on the sideline. Still not seeing the sustained defensive pressure I'd love to see from both teams. Easy shot for Slater. Nothing but net. So it's 23 to 11. Still holding on to a 12-point lead are the Manchester Spurs. Zardy Green, part of the current Sunshine Girls squad. Throw into the Spurs team. Should be an easy goal here for Slater. Yes, it is. So it's now 25. So it's 25 to 11. They've pushed the score out to 14. So their center seems to be injured, but they're pushing the ball forward. Center not back in the shot as yet. She's just now coming in the shot, Teresa Beckford. Missed shot, but rebound from Simone Gordon. Easy first and second phase for the Manchester Spurs team on that center pass. Not enough on the center pass defense from the Hummingbirds team. So it's 26 to 13. 13 goals the difference. All right, Alright, that's 4 passes in the center third. No forward option for the Hummingbirds team. The Spurs team keep dropping a zone. And that high ball just now broke the zone. Again, easy first phase center pass here for the Manchester Spurs. Again, second quarter action. We're approaching the power play period. Again, one game today. We're live on SportsMax and CTV, both YouTube channel and app for both of them today. Again, easy first phase. Some pressure here on the second phase, but a contact call. This is Shayla Bishop with the contact. Easy pass over to Allison. This should be an easy goal as well. And she scores, so it's now 28-15. No intensity in this game at all from the teams. The power play period is signaled. A nice try by Shanika Johnson, goalkeeper and captain of the Manchester Spurs team. Here is the first 2-point attempt of the game from Sturridge. She hits iron, and so rebound for the Spurs team, racing through court. Ambitious pass from Plummer. No, said Malaisha Kelly. Johnson just signaling for her to come into the 2-point effort. Missed rebound from Johnson. That's Shanika Johnson. So Alicia Johnson is on the Hummingbirds. Shanika Johnson on the Spurs team. Giselle Allison also finds iron. Rebound to the Hummingbirds team. Malaisha Kelly. Alright, so the Spurs team just marking space. Good front cut from Gordon, and she takes a 2-point effort and she scores. So the first 2-point of the game comes from Simone Gordon, and of course the stands come alive with that shot. They love the 2-point shots. Hummingbirds coming back through court. Johnson up to the task this time. Throw in for the Hummingbirds team. Still within the power play period. Zardy Green just cutting off the 2-point play, but a penalty here. Let's see if she scores. Alright, so she misses, but a rebound from Gordon and they score 1. So still useful. They got one in just before the quarter ended. So it's 28-18. 28-18 at the halftime break. The Spurs on top of the Hummingbirds team. Not a lot of centre pass defense happening from the Hummingbirds team. I just want to see that tighten some more. They are down and should be looking at ways to win possession of the ball. So it's 28-18, the halftime score. I was saying that the Hummingbirds are down by 10 and should be playing stronger defense, especially in the centre pass, to try to win the ball early, not getting sustained defense, and so they are still trailing by 10 goals. Of course, we saw a 2-point effort in the quarter from, well, not an effort, 2-point goal from Simone Gordon. The other attempts were all on iron, so that was good. Still 2 quarters to play in the game, so there's still an opportunity for the Hummingbirds team to come back. Again, a loss for the Hummingbirds today will guarantee the Sharps team a place in the semi-finals. Hummingbirds will have to win their last game to have a chance if they should lose today. The Spurs are home and dry. Of course, they lost their first game this week. Wednesday, a rescheduled game because of the hurricane that went by. And that gave them a loss. I'm sure all the teams are happy to see that it's possible to beat them.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes there enough. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorrel start bust. The man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor. Big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes there enough. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorrel start bust. The man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor.
The Mercury is rising in the FIH Pro League. Argentina lead the men's standings with host the Netherlands hot on their heels. These two switch things around in the women's competition, but the contest is just as fierce. Watch the league's final leg on Saturday, June 22 to the culmination of an exhilarating season on Sunday, June 30 on SportsMax 2 and SportsMax Plus on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Royal Ascot is our Olympics. It's 5 days of the best we can offer.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Round 11 action in the ANZ Premiership continues on your home of champions. Steel and Tactics clash on Friday. The action gets going 11 p.m., 12 a.m. ECT on SportsMax and SportsMax Plus on the app.
It's right here and now. Everyone pushing towards the same goal. Now is when we need much more than 11 players. Together, proving that pressure makes us stronger. All for one and one for all. There's no other way to achieve greatness because there are no little teams or miracles here. It's right here and now with our last breath when we all come together to make this the biggest effort of all. Now the end is here. Bring out all your inner power. The power of all. The power of our football.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes there, you know. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach from the scene, every sorrel start bust. Them man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor. Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes there, you know. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach from the scene, every sorrel start bust. Them man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor.
The Mercury is rising in the FIH Pro League. Argentina lead the men's standings with host the Netherlands hot on their heels. These two switch things around in the women's competition, but the contest is just as fierce. Watch the league's final leg on Saturday, June 22 to the culmination of an exhilarating season on Sunday, June 30 on SportsMax 2 and SportsMax Plus on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Royal Ascot is our Olympics. It's 5 days of the best we can offer.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
All right, welcome back to the Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League live from the Leela Robinson courts. Again, we have one game today live here on SportsMax TV YouTube channel as well as the app. We're also on Scene TV's YouTube channel and the app. One game today, usually we have a double-header. Today it's a single game. We have 2 games left in the preliminary round after today. Those games will be on Sunday, and again, it's final or semifinals time on the weekend. So next weekend you're live with us for the semifinals. Easy shot here from Slater. Manchester Spurs 29, the Hummingbirds 19. We're in the third quarter. So it's 30. All right. Hummingbirds team again with possession of the ball here coming through court. It's 29 to 20. 29 to 20 is the score here in third quarter action live from the Leela Robinson courts. It's the Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League sponsored by Powerade, SportsMax. That's an easy goal there. So it's 21 now, 21 to 29. So it's Red Stripe, Powerade, and SportsMax, the major sponsors for the Elite League for this year. 5 teams participating. Still unsure of who the 4 semifinalists will be. It's that close, apart from the runaway zone winners, the Manchester Spurs team. So I was asking for more center pass defense in that second quarter of play. Let's see if the teams are going to be doing any better in this third quarter, especially the Hummingbirds as a team chasing and the team still trying to get into that semifinals. So it's 30 to 21. Nice easy shot from Giselle Allison. Defenders were all over that pass. Good play from, good defensive work from Zardy Green, the goal defense for the Spurs team. Of course, she's in the Sunshine Girls training squad currently as an attacking player, so it's good versatility from Zardy Green. I had a conversation with Coach Sasha Gay Henry, the Sunshine Girls head coach, and she was concerned that the players aren't able to play in their preferred position, but she understands that the coaches are doing what they need to do from their end to get their teams over the line. And so, as a result, Zardy Green is playing goal defense in this league. Obstruction call against the goal defense just inside the circle. Allison takes a shot, she misses. Contact call under the pole, or is it outside? Seems to be an outside call. Yes, this is indeed contact against the goal shooter. Easy win there from Crystal Plummer, but team's not treasuring possession, and so I'm sure it's frustrating for the coaches. Easy goal there from Giselle Allison. So it's a change in the goal attack for the Hummingbirds team. Easy transition for the Manchester Spurs, and an easy ball into Slater as well, which results in an easy shot. So not getting the centre pass defense I'd asked for in quarter 2, not getting the sustained defensive pressure I'd asked for in quarter 1. Contact call against goalkeeper Shanika Johnson, former Sunshine Girl. A good play from Zanasha Hines. Got the defenders to commit to the front move from Giselle Allison, and then the back opened up nicely for Slater, and she scores it easily. And so it's now 36-22. Hands over pressure from Hines, and the Hummingbirds team sprays the ball over the baseline. Easy pickings there for the Spurs team. Let's see if Slater is able to score. Misses the opportunity. Unlucky for Malaysia Kelly. Ball now with Giselle Allison, who shoots and scores. So it's 38-22. Hummingbirds seems to have flown out of the game. So it's a 16-goal difference now. 16 goals a difference. Attacking play here from the Hummingbirds team. Under the hoop is Gordon, and she scores. Bishop pulling out of that challenge. Kelly wins possession for her team here. No one punching to the ball, and that's why you're seeing a touch from Crystal Plummer. Sturridge is back on at goal attack, so that change never lasted long. She's back in the game at goal attack. Ball seems to be The ball stays with the. Oh, okay. So it's Spurs throwing. Easy transition from the Spurs team. Too easy. And Slater scores. So it's 39 to 23. Coach Dalton Hines just in the shot just now. The Spurs coach would have won this league before with the Clarendon Gators years ago. So he's used to winning, or he knows about winning this league. Good pass from that was Plummer, but mishandled by Slater, and so possession back with the Hummingbirds team. They're coming through court. Plummer again spoils things. So Plummer getting all the touches and intercepts in this game. Alright, seems to be an injury here. Umpire not calling the time. Unfortunate. Seems to be very serious. Unfortunate. So there should be some change. Just about approaching the power play period. It's 23 to 40. Shot at Sylvester Campbell, or former international umpire. He's now an umpire tester in Jamaica. Easy pass over to Slater. Should be a goal error. So a timeout called. Dalton Hines seems to be making some changes. Kean Cousins seems to be the new goal attack, and a change in the center as well for the Sharps team, for the Spurs team, sorry, Sharps. So it's time for the power play period. Hummingbirds will need some 2-pointers to get back in this game for sure. It's almost 20 goals. First attempt and she scores. So it's now 24 to 41. Easy shot from Slater. Keeps the scoreboard ticking for the Manchester Spurs. 42 to 24. Gordon will try another two here. terrible miss there. Yeah, hell ball call. Another injury timeout appears to be here on court. So a change in position. So Adisha Johnson is now in the circle. Coach knows the 2-pointers will be needed, and so Adisha Johnson, who loves to shoot from range, is now in at goal attack for the Hummingbirds team. That went halfway down and back out for Slater. So it's going to be a 2-point effort now from Cousins. And it's the end of the third quarter. It's 43 to 25. 43 to 25. The Hummingbirds flew out of their nest in this quarter, and so they find themselves down. Big margin here. 25-43. 18 goals by my calculation. So they're done by 18 goals with 1 quarter to play. Maybe too far for them to come back in this one. Again, Hummingbirds losing tonight means we can confirm the St. James Sharps as the third team for the semifinals. Easy shot there from Slater. Not a lot of defensive pressure from either of the two teams. Crystal Plummer, though, is busy getting intercepts and touches throughout the game. So still 1 quarter to go, so we'll come back to wrap things up on this one.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes they enough. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bust. Them man is a must. Yeah. Big up and just. Flavors in a the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor. Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad. Beer vibes they enough. Full of stripe and a general. Yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bus. Them man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. And that's stripe of flavor.
The Mercury is rising in the FIH Pro League. Argentina leads the men's standings with host the Netherlands hot on their heels. These two switch things around in the women's competition, but the contest is just as fierce. Watch the league's final leg on Saturday, June 22 to the culmination of an exhilarating season on Sunday, June 30 on SportsMax 2 and SportsMax Plus on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Royal Ascot is our Olympics. It's 5 days of the best we can offer.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Round 11 action in the ANZ Premiership continues on your home of champions. Steel and Tactics clash on Friday. The action gets going 11 p.m., 12 a.m. ECT on SportsMax and SportsMax Plus on the app.
It's right here and now. Everyone pushing towards the
Sharps will join that group tonight because the Hummingbirds are losing badly at this point. A shot there from Cousins. Nice intercept from Shanika Johnson. So the Spurs team are just causing some defensive troubles for the Hummingbirds team. Seeing that Crystal Plummer is now in at wing attack. Bishop is the wing defense for the Hummingbirds team. You could hear manager Roxanne Long encouraging Simone Gordon on that shot. Unfortunately, no goal from it. Malaysia Kelly back in the game and just interrupting play for a wee second. Good to see that she's back on court. Cousins with the ball here. Missed opportunity, no attempt for the rebound. Easy shot for Slater. So they'll definitely get to 50 with the Manchester Spurs. Shanika Johnson read that one but was late. On a different surface might have committed to that for sure though. He's one through court here now for the Hummingbirds team. Easy shot for Sturridge. Center pass to the Hummingbirds team. Ojisha Johnson just looking for an obstruction call, so she should be comfortable for this one. Spurs comes through court, baseline run from Cousins. Defenders just spoiling that one. Good attempt from Plummer. A lot of touches in the game today from Crystal Plummer. So the timeout call seems to be another timeout just to discuss things. Cameras are zoning in on Coach Nadia Hansen and Coach Kerry Brown. Yeah, coach just asking the players just to dig a little deeper. Still going down. They're going down with a fight today. So it's 28-48. We're in the last quarter of play here tonight. Again, just a reminder, one game today, not the usual doubleheader. And we're live here on SportsMax and Scene TV YouTube channels. We're also live on the apps. Is Manchester Spurs huddle. Of course, they're laughing, they're leading and leading comfortably, so that huddle looks a little more relaxed, certainly more relaxed than the Hummingbirds huddle. Centre pass here now for the Manchester Spurs team. Easy one. Again, still not seeing the defense that we'd like, especially for a team that's down. Seems as though the Hummingbirds really have given up on this one. Shanika Johnson late to the challenge. She's contacted. So it's Johnson contacting Johnson. Shanika Johnson contacting Odisha Johnson. And Sturridge takes a shot. She scores. Easy pass over. Again, no defensive pressure. So it's now 50 to 30. 50 goals to 30. Half a century for the Spurs today. Easy one for Zardy Green. And Malisha Kelly makes an attempt to answer. Went offside, though the call should be offside. And Spurs will retain possession of the ball here. Crystal is the hungrier of the two players just now. So it's 51 to 30. Centre pass to the Spurs team. Wasted opportunity though. There was no defensive pressure, so they should have done better with that ball. A contact call against Kelly, but the umpire should have left that one because they're actually going back further, so they're at a slight disadvantage. Should have been quicker umpire in terms of allowing that one to play. A good jump on the shot from Walters and force a missed shot from Slater. Offside call. Or it's a contact call against Crystal Plummer. The wing attack for the Spurs team, and so the Hummingbirds are going through court. Hands over pressure here from the center. Easy passage of play. Calm and steady. A good rebound from Johnson. So the player of the game for me should come from either Plummer or the goalkeeper Johnson. I think their impact today on today's game would have been greater than their teammates. So we're in the last power play for the day. It's now or never for the Hummingbirds. Well, here goes a 3-point attempt from Sturridge, missing everything, and so desperate time forced a desperate shot. Unfortunately, not connecting, and so the Spurs team races through court, and Chantal Slater will go for a 2 as well. So it's 21 goals the difference. Bishop resets or recycles the ball, no forward option. Still no forward option. They're struggling to penetrate through court. 2-point effort coming up from Sturridge. In and out, unfortunate. Cousins will try a 2 of her own. Misses. Comes back through court for the Hummingbirds. Contact call. Let's see if she'll try a 3 from here. Seems as though she's going to go for the 3-point. No, she isn't. She leaves it. She's going to go for 2. Not a lot at all today in terms of 2 points being scored. I think we had just 2 of them being successful. One from Simone Gordon and one from Sturridge. So both 2-point efforts that were scored came from the Hummingbirds team. All right, so the Spurs still playing tight defense here. Less than a minute to play in this one. So 21 goals, seems as though they're going to hold on to this 21-goal lead. Simone Gordon is going to try a 2-point attempt. She misses, and the ball is with the Manchester Spurs, who bullets through court with 2 passes. Misses everything. A throw-in coming up, and the time expired. So it's the end of this encounter. 51-30 is the final score. The Manchester Spurs getting the better of the Kingston Hummingbirds. The Sharps, we can confirm, are now in the semifinals as well. So the Hummingbirds and the Orchids are the teams fighting for the last position on the table. So it's everything to play for on Sunday for the Orchids team and the Hummingbirds team. That will decide who will go on to the semifinal. 3 teams safe, 2 still unsure. Looking back now at the highlights from today's game, not a lot of defensive pressure, certainly from the Hummingbirds team. Manchester Spurs played some defense in parts. Crystal Plummer had a lot to say defensively for the Spurs team in terms of deflections and interceptions. Shanika Johnson also had a lot to say. Really stout in defense, rebounding, preventing Simone Gordon from getting comfortable, and so that left them away. That led to them taking the score away from the Hummingbirds team. The Spurs team made a lot of changes, of course, because the score was that significant. The coach emptied the bench, and you saw those players coming on primarily in the second half of play. That didn't change their flow, though. They kept scoring and kept ahead of the Hummingbirds team. Again, next week we are live again for the semifinals. The first game is at 6 and the second one is at 7:30 live on SportsMax and Scene TV's YouTube channels, as well as the apps. Make sure you join us for those matches. It's going to be at the National Indoor Sports Center if you want to go out and see those matches. So again, we are sure of the first 3 teams to the semifinals. Sunday will tell us who the 4th team will be. The Orchids and the Hummingbirds are the 2 teams still fighting for that spot.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors, add a stripe of flavor.
Alright, everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yo, the thing mad, beer vibes there you know. Full of stripe and a general, yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bust. Them man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus.